Hello everybody, my name is Kata and today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on an exercise that I call dead bugs. And the main reason being that when you get going and start adding in the arms and the legs, you look kind of like a dead bug or a bug that's on its back that's on its way out. So it's a really great abdominal exercise. It's an exercise that works really well for just about everybody, but especially if you have trouble being on your hands and your knees. When I do personal training and a lot of my group classes, dead bugs and glute bridges are two of the first exercises that I pretty much always do with everybody. So, what you're going to do is you're going to roll down and lie on your back. So you want to try to have a nice neutral spine posture. So it's a little tricky to figure out, but you want to make sure that you're not arching your back away from the floor, especially when you start to add in the leg movement. But you also don't want to tuck, lifting the glutes off of the floor and making your low back disappear. So you want to think about your abdominal muscles. You want to make sure that your ribs are not flared out and they're tucked in just a little bit. So your torso is a cylinder and you want to try to have a nice, good shape in that cylinder position. Your shoulders are going to be away from your ears. And you start just by taking a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, you tighten your tummy just a little bit. So almost like somebody's going to come and poke you in the stomach or somebody's going to tickle you. That tightening where you're not sucking it in and you're not pushing it out. You're just kind of tightening your stomach a little bit. So you're still breathing, but your stomach is a little bit tight. Your arms reach up towards the ceiling. I prefer palms facing in. And then you're going to very carefully bring one leg up, 90 degrees at the hips, 90 degrees at the knees. And keeping your core braced, you're going to lift the other leg up as well. And to start, just hold this position. Just hold the position. If this is a little challenging for you, dropping your heels towards your cheeks makes it a little bit easier. And when you start to progress, you can then start to lift the legs. You want to make sure that your knees and your toes aren't touching or they're not going out. Just a nice neutral position. After this, when you start to feel more comfortable and you can hold it, you can start to add a little toe tap, a little toe tap, and then you can add an arm reach and an arm reach. Now, the most important thing when you're doing the toe tap especially is when your legs are up, you want to make sure that when your leg drops, that your back does not arch off of the floor. Okay? So we're just starting to add a little toe tap and up, and a little toe tap and up. And then you do arm and arm. When that starts to become a little more comfortable, you can start to add a little movement where your arm and your leg on the same side start to move. So the leg goes forward, the arm goes forwards and up. As you like to progress, you can start to make it a little bigger, and your opposite arm and leg will start to drop. But the whole focus is keeping the abdominal muscles nice and tight so that you're not allowing your back to arch and round into the floor. So start just by lying on your back and holding the initial dead bug position. Then start adding in a toe tap on one side, a toe tap on the other, then an arm, and then an arm. And then you can start adding them together, keeping a nice bent knee. So if you think about it for physics, short lever versus long lever. A short lever with your legs and the knees bent is going to be a little bit easier than a long lever, which is your leg completely straight. Okay? So go ahead and start working on those dead bugs, focusing on a nice neutral core position. Work your way up to 30 seconds, even if you start with 3, 4, or 5 seconds. Work your way up. When you're able to do that for 30 seconds, then you can start adding in the foot movement and the arm movement. Work your way to being able to do that comfortably, and then you can start making it a little bit more difficult. So hopefully that gives you some different ideas on dead bugs, and I hope to see you again watching my tutorials. If you try it, let me know how it goes. Let me know how you think. Just pop it down in the comments below, and I will see you later. Have a wonderful day.